I have a real simple question for you at the start of this video. Now you'll be seeing that I'm using the exotic energy hand cannon, the Sunshot, and my question is, why is Sunshot not a meta weapon in Destiny 2? Leave your answer down below in the comment section.
Jesus Christ. Let me come around.
How you doing, Roy?
Congratulations. Hector, large old blue eyes for this gentleman. Soft drinks of choice.
So here it is, the Sunshot, the only energy exotic hand cannon in the game apart from Ariana's Vow. You've got Sun Blast, you've got explosions, we've got the Catalyst for more range and stability. Look at all that extra range and stability. This gun is an absolute beauty. Effective range starts to see fall off at around 32 meters, which is not bad at all, to be honest, in the current sandbox. It does have explosive rounds, which is what helps carry that range out, and you know, it's the only 150 hand cannon in the game. At this point, 120s have been nerfed, so last time I made this video, at that point in time, you know, True Prophecy, Steady Hand, Sturm, Igneous, Bottom Dollar, they were absolutely running the show. You know, they had so much more damage, they had so much more range, that it wasn't even a contest, and that really answered the question, you know, why isn't Sunshot the best hand cannon in the game, considering it's the only 150 left. At that point in time, all 150 hand cannons before Beyond Light became 140 hand cannons, apart from Sunshot. And you know, at that time we all thought, you know, it's gonna happen, man. We are gonna see a Sunshot meta, but it didn't happen. 120s were absolutely king of the hill. They've been nerfed, and still it didn't happen. 140s are very much the meta right now, I would say. But 120s, even though they've been nerfed, are still very, very good. And you see a ton of usage of 120s still. I myself, I've become a huge fan of Igneous Hammer after the nerf. And that's the thing. There are a lot of 120s out there in the wild. And in my time using Sunshot, sometimes I would notice I'm in a gunfight with someone using a 120 and I would eat them up, dude. That 30 RPM really can tell the difference, man. It really can tell the difference. This is basically the fastest killing traditional hand cannon in the game. You know, I'm not talking about Last Word, obviously that's different. And at this point, and I hate to say it, listen, all you Last Word Larrys out there, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. The skills required to be good with a hand cannon are not present in Last Word at the moment, okay? Last Word is just its own thing. So let's not even talk about that. Man, you know what? Sunshot, its aim assist value is very low compared to basically all other hand cannons in the game. And you know what, man? People all talk about aim assist, Destiny 2, easy to aim, blah, blah, blah. Not wrong. However, I think sometimes, okay, something might have 40 aim assist, right? And something else has, you know, 80 aim assist. Does that mean the weapon with 40 aim assist is hard to aim? Not necessarily, you know? Because like we all agree, it's easy to aim in this game. But still, even though it has a low aim assist value, and even though I'm arguing that it doesn't really matter all that much, it's still not meta. It's got explosive payload built in. It flinches the hell out of people. You know, it can blow people up and absolutely destroy groups of enemies. It has all these things going for it. My theory, and this is just a theory, and I think this might only apply to controller, and I'm a controller player, but even then, I don't see that many M&K players running it either, and maybe it's Icarus Grip. But then again, players don't hesitate to run Thorn or Ace of Spades a lot of the time, even though they don't have Icarus Grip. But maybe, just maybe, it's that visual flinch. I don't know, man. When I shoot this gun, sometimes I just don't have an absolute clue what I'm shooting at. Do you know what I mean? Like, even right now, like, it's just like, I think I'm aiming on point, but when it kicks back so much that it's just obscuring, you know, your screen. And this game, with the movement tech that players have at their disposal and the speed at which you can strafe, you know, sometimes just not being aware exactly of what you're shooting at can just make something feel bad. And sometimes, like, I don't know, the more I use Sunshot, the better I was getting with it. And I really think I might make a build out of Sunshot, because obviously you guys might know I've been using Heritage a lot, right? And that opens up the exotic slot in the energy slot. And obviously hand cannons go the best with slug shotguns. There's no exotic hand cannon other than Sunshot to pair with it. So I have had a build in my head now. Sunshot, Heritage, on Titan with, what's it called? The Firewalker boots. Maybe on Bottom Tree Sunbreaker. I've got like a little Fire Titan build in the works maybe if I can get good with this gun. It just seems like a good pairing though, right? It makes sense, Heritage and Sunshot. If I can get good enough with the weapon, maybe I will start doing it. I felt decent with it, but like I said, sometimes I'm not very confident with this gun just simply because I can't see what I'm shooting at. And maybe it is just that simple. If Bungie were to just change the visual, like the recoil animation on the weapon a little bit, make it so that like it just doesn't kick up so much, then I genuinely think you would see a Sunshot meta. Because in all other facets of what makes a good hand cannon, it's basically got everything going for it. You could obviously argue that it doesn't have enough range, but 32.5 meters for a 150 is pretty damn good. Most people, you know, obviously they've got the rangefinder pallies, the explosive payload, fate bringers, and yes, they will have a couple of meters on you, but sometimes, like, I think people fixate too much on the max range. With hand cannons, doesn't really matter, man. Even if you see fall off, you hit your 3 crits, you're still gonna get the kill. Like, I have an igneous hammer and it's not max range. It has a lot of range, but it's not max range. Doesn't need to be. You don't need to, you know, 3-tap someone at 38 meters. I mean, go back and watch your gameplay. How many of your 3-tap hand cannon kills come at 38 meters or some shit like that? Probably none of them. If you're using an igneous hammer, you can get crazy with it though, especially with weapons of light. You can 2-tap them from Zimbabwe. But, you know, I'm talking mainly about 140s. Which is what most players who really adhering to the meta tend to run. I think Sunshot just hangs in there, man. Absolutely hangs in there. The gameplay, I'm coming up against all types of weapons. 140s, 150s, or not 150s, 120s. And yeah, this thing holds its own. I just think people are kind of some people might think the low aim assist is a little scary and they don't want to use it because of that. And that puts them off trying it. But for me, it's just like, you know, I did that video on the hazard of the cast a few days ago, and a lot of you were leaving comments about the muzzle flash. I feel like it's a similar sort of situation there. Bungie just tune, you know, the visuals on this gun, and oof. Maybe it just needs a new ornament, maybe. Maybe that's all this thing actually needs, who knows. But I enjoyed my time with it. Definitely felt good. My Heritage has 91 handling. Sunshots are 150. Inherently, they handle great. Very snappy and responsive. And, you know, hitting a Sunshot headshot, switching to the Heritage, or vice versa, definitely had the satisfaction factor way dialed up, which I absolutely enjoyed. Very, very fun. And maybe it's time for me to master Sunshot, because I will say this, the Igneous Heritage loadout is fantastic. I do feel a little soulless though, not having an exotic energy or kinetic weapon in my loadout though. I always have an exotic in there. I have been having fun trolling people with tractor cannon though, so it goes both ways, I guess. Guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I am live on Twitch right now at twitch.tv/shake. Come over and say hello. I'd love to see you there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.